Hey, welcome back everybody. Love, money, rock, and roll. And this is the same people who made Everlasting Summer. Alright, just new game. Heyo. Please choose game appearance. You can change this setting anytime in the menu. Clean. If it is the eye of the beholder. Or immersive. Does anything change? Clean. It looks like it shifts a little, but I don't really see any differences. Maybe I'm just dumb. We'll do immersive. I'm probably just dumb and don't understand what I'm seeing. But such is life. March 4th. Or is it April 3rd? It's probably April 3rd. It's European. These falling sakura petals. Does anyone really find them beautiful? They're alright. Anyone really see a deep meaning in their whirl? No. Maybe this interplay of color, the purple velvet against the setting sun, does mesmerize? No. Back then, I must have thought the same as I watched the leaves fall. Maybe too much time has passed, I've forgotten. I have changed. Only the trees are still the same. They don't care. I bet you they'd care a lot if you chopped them down. Show them what's for. They came into this world before me, and they will outlive my descendants. Again, let's chop them down. Fucking outplayed tree. Runaway. They don't care for the beauty of their falling petals, their speed, direction, or angle. It's all the same to them. Why would they bother with such minutia? Then this is nothing more than a routine change of the seasons. To me, though, it is a flood of memories. How many memories do you have attached to falling petals? The tree in front of me now is exactly the same as it was that day. Day when I had to something. They're Russian, I think, so. ESL. The day when it was too late to do anything. When I had to something. It's the same. The same as the petals, too, falling with perfidious indifference. Perfidious, maybe? They truly don't care. They don't care if one day a photographer makes an entire exhibition of their images, or if a pair of sweethearts falls even more deeply in love, enchanted by their ceaseless dance. That's how nature is, not how I am. I am not a part of nature. Same as that day a year ago, the day the petals were falling off the trees as well. Back then, too, nature was lying down. Not dying, no, but falling asleep. To wake up again in the spring, and its fire of life rekindled. Sitting under this tree, I remember. Okay, whatever. Remember all the joy and all the sadness. It's a girl! Do you really love me? No. Who the fuck are you? Yes, yeah, sure. Truly? Totes, bro. She turned away while the petals kept falling, getting tangled in her hair and making her look even more beautiful. Wouldn't she just look messy? You know, cherry petals really suit you. Smooth. She turned around. She probably didn't want to. She probably expected something else. Elegant phrases, intelligent words, something that wasn't this. I'm too dumb for this, woman. I don't know what you're getting yourself into. You don't even know what you're getting yourself into. Really? Yeah, of course. I'm dumb. She smiled. I too must have expected something different. Feelings, confessions as beautiful as those fluttering petals. Did you not confess, or did she not confess? Is there no confession? Are you getting friend-zoned? This would be the biggest blue ball so far. Right in the beginning, blue ball. But at the time, those words were more important to me than anything else. More important than the tree. More important than the moment. More important than life itself. Yeah? You're not alive, you can't hear the words. Because I realized that they were like a petal resting in my hand before it fell to the ground. So near, so fragile, so precious. This is the whole, like, if it's never said, it'll never be understood thing. 12/06/1987. We still don't know. Alright, at least I still don't know. Could be December 6th. It could be June 12th. Dumb American over here don't know. I woke up! Oh, thank God. The fan was humming as obnoxiously as ever. Okay, so it's June 12th. I don't think you'd have the fan on in the middle of December. Its noise must have been what woke me up. I was sick of it, of course, but it was a necessary evil. The summer heat was relentless even with the doors open. Yeah, June 12th. It was 3 in the morning and the silence was sickening. Dear God, better to hear the blaring of police sirens, or the shouting of a tipsy neighbor, or the screeching of car tires, or a fucking shootout. Some meth addict down the road screaming at the sky. Anything would have been better than this obnoxious fan. I would have turned it off long ago, but then I would certainly have been cooked alive by the heat. Hell, Russian winters had nothing on Japanese summers. With effort, I got up and went to the kitchen for some water. What were Russian winters like anyway? Cold? A lot of people dying? There's lots of stories of wars not really working out in the Russian winter. Muffled creaking came from the floorboards under my feet. But the rest of the house, which consisted of 3 bedrooms, a living room, a bathroom, and some pantries, paid no attention to its sole inhabitant. Damn, it's nearly 3 a.m. Yeah, just stay up at this point. I gulped the water down greedily, spilling half over myself. How much water are we talking about? Did you fill up like a whole cup? Like 16 ounces? You just fucking got 8 ounces in you and then poured the rest on you? Next morning I had to go to school. Had to. Why exactly? Yeah, there you go. Fuck school. Hey, there's no freezer in this. Maybe I was the one who came up with those stupid duties and responsibilities, straddling myself with the necessity of socializing and waiting for the useless piece of paper that would attest to me possessing a high school education. There you go. That's useless. You'll never need that education in your life. Might as well just suck dick behind the local Burger King. I also invented this world myself, as was my want. Won't. I think it's supposed to be want? I don't know. I must have made it up alongside all the other worlds that I fabricate daily for myself, those that I knew for the whole world. These obligations were nothing but stupid conversations of that world. Fake world. These obligations... Oh, wait. By a stroke of bad luck, it was also the world that most people viewed as the real one. I don't view it that way. My third eye is open. Maybe I even pull down my pants and open up my fourth eye every once in a while. Cops aren't big fans of that. Pour myself another glass of water and return to bed. I just dunked this one on myself. You might as well just get rid of the glass and just stick your head under the fucking faucet at this point. The moon shone brightly, animating every speck of dust. In its mournful light, my room looked entirely different, like a portal to another world. Jump in. Maybe it's colder over there. A world that was beyond even my imagination. A silver ray fell on the table, inching towards a heap of papers. School papers, an unfinished novel, letters from my mother, from friends in Russia. And I gotta put a particular scrap of paper into a drawer. Has it been a year since it arrived? Or... why should it even bother me? Then again, why was it on my table? I should have tossed it long ago. I jumped up, took a step towards the table, and came to a halt. How could I? It's not as if I hadn't tried before. More than once. The phone rang loudly. Very loud. Who the fuck is calling at 3 a.m.? Somebody better be dead. Otherwise, I'm about to kill. It was 3 in the morning. Who could possibly need to talk to me this hour? To a dejected high schooler sunk in self-reflection. Who wants to talk to this depressed high schooler, huh? Who's sad about the future and his current responsibilities he's having to take care of. Although I was used to it. To being depressed or being called at 3 a.m. Both of those are problems, but on different levels. Ah, fucking, they better be dead. Whoever it is. Heyo! Ha, you're not asleep? I was trying to, but then some asshole called me at 3 a.m. Can you believe that? As you can tell, I have the strong desire to hang up and disconnect the phone. But stronger still, I wish that she could be here now, close by. The girl? The random girl with no name? How come? How should I know? Probably because you called me. She mumbled something unintelligible. How are things in general? How should things be in general at 3 in the morning? I don't know. Great? But then they're great. I'll quit it. Well, what do you want to hear? I just wanted to call. At 3 a.m.? You're not trying to sleep? Like get a healthy amount of sleep? The legendary 8 hours? That was okay to call at 3 a.m.? I saw the light come on in your kitchen. Are you stalking me? I'm getting called by my stalker at 3 a.m.? Sounds like some shitty YouTube title. Are you spying on me? Yeah, she's actually in the house, hiding under the kitchen, or under the kitchen table rather. She's actually just under the floorboards in the kitchen. No, I was taking stock what underwear you're wearing today is all. The line went silent for a few seconds. She must have been trying to think of something that wouldn't sound too ridiculous. Just that I couldn't sleep either. Why either? What if I had been sleeping? But you weren't. Alright, let's start from the beginning. What do you want? I wanted to know. She paused mid-sentence as if to work up the courage before continuing more confidently. Are you coming to school tomorrow? What if I am? Aren't I obligated? Didn't we just go over this? Then I'll come get you in the morning. And now that's just great. It's 3 in the morning and you're going to come by when? In 3 hours? So it won't be late. You know what? I think I'm going to pass. School's worthless anyways. I'm just going to go suck dick behind the Burger King. Sell drugs at the local McDonald's. Really work that net of activity. Can't be missing school. At this rate, you won't be able to graduate. You won't be able to find a good job. And then, oh, so you hadn't been going to school for a while now. Why are these beads here? They don't even cover the door. Or the entryway, rather. It's just like a nice silhouette for someone to be able to walk through. She got entirely tangled up in predictions of my future. Oh well, no biggie. It won't be a biggie. Leave the door unlocked in the morning. You have your keys. What does it matter if I lock the door? Alright, see you in the morning then. Do you not have like a padlock? It's kind of deadbolt? Shotgun in case somebody breaks in? I don't feel like arguing. What was the point anyway? She would come over and wake me up regardless. That's what she did almost every day. Why did I give her my keys? Well, that was a while back. It must have been about a year. The cherry petals were probably falling on that day as well. You know, you have some real boner for cherry petals. What the hell with them? I made sure to set my alarms and be up before she came. Not that it mattered much, this is getting old. What's more, I worried that I was getting too accustomed to it, seeing her familiar face every morning. And dependent even which was something I absolutely couldn't allow to happen. So, if she wanted to come in the morning, fine, but she wouldn't be waking me up again. We'll see about that. Almost sounds like he's gonna kill her. I may have called it. Heyo. September 7th. Three months later, roughly. 100 bells chimed with 100 melodies in my head, announcing the morning. And that medley was the cheerful chirping of the birds, the construction on a neighboring street, the boisterous shouts of street vendors, the damned fan that hadn't quit humming for a second, and the grumpy muttering somewhere close by. The fixed gaze of large green eyes, the pouting lips, and the 2 red braids all informed me that I had slept in. What time is it? The girl picked up the alarm clock and shoved it in my face. Words work too. Still early. I protested. I shouldn't have any voice. What a shame. The early bird gets the worm. I don't like worms, bro. This is Himetsu. I feel like I've known her my whole life, or at least my parents and I moved to Japan. Her mother is Russian, although she divorced Himetsu's father while we were still children. Oh. Her arms moved. She's alive. She's gonna kill you. Enough lounging around. Time to get up. Wash up. Eat breakfast. Let's go to school. Okay. Thanks, Dad. Or Mom, rather. This is how most of my days start. After all these years, I've grown used to it. Incidentally, I forgot to introduce myself. Nikolai! High school senior. I mean, you don't really need to introduce yourself. I imagine this is all internal monologue. It'd be kind of strange to just be talking to yourself like, oh, that's right, that's my name. Nico-kun. Let's go bowling, cousin. Himetsu's voice carried throughout the entire house, and it no longer felt quite so empty and lonely. Oh, yeah, there's another person here. I quickly showered and dressed, and then went into the kitchen. The house really was too big for one person. In fact, it was probably designed for a multi-generational family, grandparents, parents, children, grandchildren. All the empty space felt oppressive even when my parents were still with me. Now it felt like a museum or a library. Who in their right mind would live in one of these, especially by themselves? Me. You just gotta hate people. That's all. Bon appetit, baby. Same to you. An omelet and several kinds of salads graced the table. My I picked up a piece of cucumber with my chopsticks and lazily rolled it around in the plate. Not hungry? I am, but I can't live off grass like a rabbit. Tbishy frowned. Calm yourself. Since the ramen is better in your book, it's better if you're planning to die young. I don't know about better, but it's certainly tastier. There you go. That's all that matters. Hey. She puffed out her cheeks comically, which made her look like a cute hamster. I put real work into it, you know. K.O. Oof. She's like Mike Tyson to you. I could say nothing to counter that. I concentrated on chewing. What are you planning to do after school today? Drugs. I don't know. Kyosuke wanted to go to the movies, I think. You have another idea? Hey, I was talking about sucking dick behind a Burger King, but I guess you could suck your friend's dick in the movie theater. Earn a couple extra dollars, right? If you're planning on dropping out anyways, you gotta do something for money. She set her chopsticks aside and looked at me intently as if I was about to say something important. Maybe. She stopped trying to hide her embarrassment. Never mind, it's not important. Metsu is in love with me. I'm in love with me too. I'm fucking awesome. I'm dejected high schooler. I live in a big house by myself. Got a guitar. I probably know how to play it. So, yeah, I got a lot going for me, if you look at it like that. I've done this for a long time, but have done nothing about it. At some point, I grew so used to it that I couldn't tell anyone whether she loves me as a brother or a man. Maybe both. To be perfectly honest, I didn't care one way or another. If I'm gonna go somewhere, I can reschedule the movie. It can do without me tonight. Her face gleamed with an earnest smile. You know, I actually wanted to check out this one store near the station. It just opened. The girls at school won't stop talking about it. Someone else in my shoes might have considered this a date, but I simply enjoyed spending time with Metsu. She seemed content with our arrangement too. You haven't finished your breakfast. Nor did I plan to. I might still have to eat more grass for lunch. Why don't you ever make borscht or dumplings or something? Borscht is a breakfast, and besides, I've made it before. Metsu pounded. She had made it before, true, but not the same way I remembered from my childhood. I was about to tell her that. And it's one thing not to know how to do something you can always learn. It's quite another to both know and do, yet fail to meet expectations. If that's the case, there's a good chance that you'll never learn. You're right, sorry. Your borscht is very good. Borscht, yes, but the borscht. I repeated. Himetsu glared at me. Anyone else in her place would have long emptied this bowl of imaginary borscht over my head. So what's the story you were talking about? They sell clothes. Oh shit. Get cancer real quick. You gotta get out of this. Do whatever it takes. She kept staring at me. Dresses, sweaters, skirts, clothing. Women's clothing. Ah, stuff I would look great in. I think maybe you should go with one of your girlfriends then. I'm not saying no. It just might be a bit awkward. Why? I don't know. It's just the things are here. When things are here, and you know how I'm not always great with the local customs. I was telling the truth. I know it's been long since God used the Japanese way of life, the Japanese traditions, and cultural norms. Or at least the ways of local high schoolers. No one is going to think anything. It's not like we're just now completely flustered, which is making her upset. I couldn't tell if she was more upset with me or with herself. Sometimes when I talked to Himetsu, and not only her, I'd hit a dead end. I no longer knew what was expected of me, while the other person couldn't understand why I didn't get it. At the end, the entire meaning of the conversation would end up buried under an avalanche of misunderstanding, which snowballed with every new remark. At such times, it was better to agree or to remain silent. Alright, it's fine. No one's going to think anything. Why would they? Exactly. Mitch said triumphantly and went to wash the dishes. Music's pretty good. That's about all I can say for that. What was this kind of weather? Early in the fall, called in Russia Grandma's Summer. Oh, you could click on it. Is a Russian equivalent to Indian Summer. Okay, it fucking means nothing to me. The warm period at the beginning of autumn. So, the first half of summer, the first part of it, I guess. In Japan, at any rate, it was still very hot at the beginning of September. Himetsu walked alongside me, smiling. I occasionally glanced over at her, trying to figure out what was on her mind. Not that I was particularly interested, more likely I was trying to distract myself from my own thoughts. The image of the falling cherry petals kept surfacing in my mind, bringing up painful memories. As for Himetsu, she never broached the subject. Was she keen to avoid reopening the wound, or was she just showing tact? Here to Nico-kun. Do you copy? No? What? I clearly been daydreaming. Almost there, and you're still sleeping? Trying to, but someone keeps talking to me. Himetsu knit her brow. As always, her displeasure looked more comical than intimidating. I'm not sleeping, I'm solving the world's problems in my head. You're welcome. I don't even need a paycheck for what I do. Oh yeah, what sort of problems? She laughed. This political sort. Not even geopolitical. Who else will solve them if not yours truly? Your grades are a little underwhelming for a future politician. That's not important. There have been plenty of great people who didn't get the best grades in school. Take Einstein, for instance. I see. Isn't that a myth? Didn't Einstein actually do well? Metsu smirked. Would have probably kept chit-chatting like this if it weren't for a scuffle happening at the moment at the school gate. Several people had surrounded a girl from a distance. We couldn't see who it was. Is she gonna pull out her sword and cut their dicks off? Look! Said Humetsu quietly, slowing down. I listened in. Is this me? Am I Nico? Is Nico? Hey, why does your skirt look longer here? Or shorter here, rather. She probably wears the same skirt all year. Oh, yeah, you all wear the same skirt. Are you fucking dumb? It's been a hand-me-down from her older sister. Okay, it's free fucking clothes. How does a bum like her even get admitted to our school? At a halfway house. Go work at the fish market. Careful now, you might catch something from her. I was going to, you know, with her. You're onto something. I bet that's how she spends her nights, earning a little side cash. You know, I was willing to suck dick behind a Burger King, so I'm not about to fucking shit on her way of making money. Poor thing. Let's pause for a second. Is she in your class? Fuck, I don't know. Look more closely. She did look familiar. I think so? Are you saying you don't even know who your classmates are? Oh, of course I do. That's Nakahita Iwamura. I fixed my hair and looked triumphantly at Himetsu. She was not impressed. In fact, she's our class president. Yep. She also solved cancer. She went to space last weekend. Saved the space station. Yeah. She's great. Well, what? I've never spoken much with her. It is the first time we're together in the same class. It's only been 6 months. Meanwhile, the scuffle, if you could call it that, was picking up steam. The girl remained stubbornly silent, while dropping her head lower with every minute. Zoli continued to encourage the bullies. Come on, who would pay money for someone like her? Except maybe a couple hundred yen. The speaker made a show of opening his wallet, stuffed with bills, pulling out a handful and waving them in front of Iwamura. This is really getting out of hand. I muttered under my breath. But the other students walked right on past, pretending not to notice anything. Those damn traditions again. This isn't right. Is buying a hooker a tradition? Nigo-kun, don't. Just tell a teacher. I meant to tuck lightly at my sleeve. What is the teacher going to do? Scold them? My, aren't you ashamed of yourselves? Yeah, they look really ashamed. I started to get worked up. If I had to think of it, what business of mine was this? A fellow classmate? So, excuse me. So I hadn't exchanged more than a couple words with her before this day. Still, it was hard to watch one poor girl getting picked apart by an entire pack. Oh, fuck. I can intervene? Save. I'm gonna save all the decisions. Boop. So what kind of intervention are we gonna do? I mean, fucking it's 3-on-1 in this situation. Just get your ass kicked? Hey bro, you better back off or I'll suck your dad's dick. Oh no. Yeah, let's intervene. I'll pull out a knife, stab him, run away. Just like the old jail shank, stab, twist, run. Toss and run. Why should I stay on the sidelines? What if Himetsu was in her place? After all, we weren't exactly the richest kids at this school either. Oh. Sorry. Himetsu only smiled slightly in response. Yo, that means she supports me. She gave me the okay. She's like, yeah, do it, bro. Hey! Y'all cut that out. I yelled and headed confidently in their direction. Leave her alone, you big poo-poo head. At first, they just looked at me in surprise. Iwamura, on the other hand, kept staring at the ground and didn't react at all. Hey, I'm about to get my ass kicked for you. Oh my god, these guys are much bigger in person, huh? I was just joking. I mean, right, she's poor, guys, huh? Oh dear god, run away. Get out of there. This looks bad. Flee. And who would you be? What do you care? Just, selling drugs. Y'all want any? Please don't kill me. Keep walking. Hey, you convinced me. I'm out. Have a great day. You're totally challenging, but that only boasted my confidence. Does it? For fucking 3-on-1? I imagine the girl won't fight you. She'll let the other guys do it. So that means you're gonna have somewhere between 3 to 4 on 1. You're fucked. This one will fucking peg you to death. Hey, why is your collar popped? You're like an asshole. 4 against 1. Don't you think that's a bit unfair? She may not participate, to be fair. You want some too, is that it? 2 guys in the group stepped forward, cracking their knuckles for emphasis. 2-on-1's still rough. Like 1-on-1 can be tough. 2-on-1 is... you can get your ass kicked. Seems like they could do more than trash talk. I have watched thousands of hours of anime. I got this. Please, master, forgive me. I gotta go all out. What's the hero gonna do now? At least you admit to being the villain. I gotta say, it takes some balls to be like, yeah, I'm a bad guy here. I'm doing evil things. Most of the time you see bad guys trying to justify their evil. Not this guy. One of them smirks. Yeah, what? Tell the truth, I don't know either. I'm compelled to stand up for Iwamura by some kind of inflamed sense of justice, no more. Because here, you aren't supposed to act this way, and there, you aren't supposed to help your neighbor. Wait, what? Here, okay, I'm guessing here means like in Japan, and there, maybe in Russia? I don't know. Real life isn't manga or anime. In real life, I had no superpowers. Dude, this is the time where you're gonna awaken them. Just lean back, try to pull out like... well, this is 1970s. I don't know what fucking animes were popular back then. I think Dragon Ball was out. I'd say do a Kamehameha, but... fuck, you can't do that. Just suck their dick, okay? Get out of this somehow. Don't get your shit pushed in. Teeth are real expensive. You're about to find out. I got up close to one of them and froze. Worst time to freeze. Look, here's a little secret, kids. You don't just like manifest strength and power in the moment, in the heat of the moment. It takes lots of training to prepare for that moment. And what now? The guy staggered back, clearly rattled. Who do you think you are? In the same instant, the second guy rushed up to me, clearly intending to shove me in the chest. My reflexes kicked him before I could think. Russian sleeper agent activate. Out swung my arm. Right in his fucking cheek. Like some kind of slap fight. I'm Darius in the situation. Crack came the sound of the assailant's jaw. The world around me seemed to freeze. Iwamura and the other girls. And even the guy who I just punched all stared, seemingly transfixed with surprise. I've spent hundreds of hours jacking off, preparing this arm for this very moment. The amount of muscle mass in this one arm, it pales in comparison to every other human being. Saitama ain't got shit. But this only lasted an instant. Do you have any idea who my father is? No? One of the girls shouted, "Don't yell, just go, he's some sort of psycho." That's right, I'm fucking crazier than you. Another girl tried to calm her friend down. The second guy helped his falling friend up from the ground. This isn't over. I'm glad you guys gave up real quick on that, by the way. Just one punch and you're like, alright, I'm done. I'll remember you. I'll fucking remember you too. How does that feel? Those words, they quickly headed away from the school. Damn right, cowards. More where that came from. Himetsu rushed over to me the same minute. Dude, don't I look fucking cool? I'm the hero! Nico-kun, are you alright? Dude, I just fucking shoved that little nerd shit in. I should have gotten his money while I was at it. Mugged him. Yeah, of course. I replied calmly while examining my slightly swollen fist. Surprisingly, I wasn't shaken with adrenaline as might have been expected. Everything must have happened too suddenly. Iwamura senpai? Senpai is a Japanese honorific used when addressing upperclassmen or older and more experienced co-workers. Out of the commotion, I'd forgotten all about the chief cause of this kerfuffle. She stood silently, peering sullenly at us from under her eyebrows. You alright? Fighting is prohibited on school grounds. Shut the hell up! I don't wish I saved you now. I'm thinking about going back and fucking changing that decision. You keep this attitude up. Good lord, like a high five would be good? A thanks? She said quietly. What? Speak up. A dumb smile spread across my face. I looked over at Himetsu. She looked just as confused as I was. I'm saying that there was no need to get into a fight. In case you haven't noticed, I was kind of defending you. They would have left at the end. Yumura went silent for a second and looked up at me. Her eyes flashed, but just as quickly her indifferent demeanor returned. You don't know that they would have left. You're just guessing based on nothing. They always do. Right, because things never escalate. Regardless, you could at least say thank you, just common courtesy. I was even more upset now than a minute earlier. Hit her too. Not only here, but in the whole wide world. Yumura's only response was to raise her chin, snort, and quickly make her way towards the school gate. Alright, fine. That's just unreal. Told you not to get involved. Himetsu said quietly. Yeah, but I look so cool now. See? Yeah, I act like a real hero. I want a medal. So I'm a hero, right? If you've seen a hero like this, in movies, the hero gets thanked for saving someone. But you didn't do it for the sake of gratitude, did you? No, I did it for the bitches. And the money. Forgot the money, though. Himetsu kept smiling, which made me flustered. And the bitch ran away from me, so I've got nothing on this. Himetsu. Please, give me money. We'll see what sort of gratitude the teachers give me. I grumbled. Come on, let's go. Another routine school day. Where the hell are you looking? Oh shit, the clock's actually moving. Did the minute hand get a move when it gets up to the top? We just sit here for an hour. School randomly just ends. Go, go, go. Ah, no, look at the minute hand moves. What a shame. Another routine day at school had now begun. I couldn't remember my Russian school at all. You know, I attended it for an entire 6 months. Are there only girls in this class? Except me, I guess? I just noticed. But for some reason, it seemed that the schools were more or less the same everywhere in the world. Do I have to, like, tuck it in? So I fit in? As were people. Really, how many ways could there be to get stuff into a kid's noggin? If Marconi and Popov could, independently of each other, invent the radio, why couldn't identical best practices emerge in education at opposite ends of the earth? Is that true? These two people invent the radio independently of one another? That's kind of cool. Yeah, it sounds like they did. Anyways, moving on. A shout from the teacher snapped me out of these thoughts. Wonder school was like in Russia. School here was pretty strict. It's not inherently a bad thing. I think teachers need to be more teachers than they do like parents or your friend. There's a reason, after all, why this was one of the best schools in the country. You've missed most of the days? Why are you still in this best school? You feel like they'd have very strict practices for that kind of stuff. My class consisted largely of the children of rich and famous businessmen, politicians, showbiz stars, women. It consists of lots of women. Is this Iwamura, the girl that I saved? Kind of looks like it from behind. Sometimes I felt out of place here, but then even among the elite there were people who were almost ordinary. Oh, there's guys here! Yes! We're populating! We'll need to form ranks, gentlemen. I must fight back against the women. One search person, Kiyosuke, came up to me during break. Sup, bro? Damn, you look fucking big. Oh my god. I should have let you do the fighting earlier. I had known Kiyosuke since middle school. Came across as a down-to-earth guy with much the attitude of the local privileged youth. Hey, Nick. What is my name? Nikolai? I get called Nikolai, Nico, and Nick. I'm never gonna know my real fucking name. As far as I'm aware, Nick is like an abbreviated version of Nicholas, ain't it? Did you hear what happened this morning? No, I don't know anything about that. And you don't know anything either, you fucking snitch. I was with you the whole time. You, Himetsu, we were hanging out, swearing behind the shed. Nothing crazy. I looked around the school classroom and spotted one of the girls that had been harassing Iwamura. She'd run up and hit her too now. She gave me a mean look and then quickly went back to what she'd been doing. Whatever. No, what happened? I asked, even though I knew perfectly well what Kyosuke was referring to. This morning at the school gate. Kyosuke lowered his voice. Ooh, he's got his glasses. He's getting really analytical about this. Come on, Sherlock. There was a brawl. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's graded. That's some word for it. Can't I think of a better one? Yeah, well, I'm aware. What do you mean? Did you? His eyes lit up. He leaned in towards me and continued at a rapid fire pace. Looked around, make sure no one was listening in. You better not narc on me, bro. I'll tell you everything, though. Are you the guy? The one who punched Kurosaki from Class B? Is that the fucking asshole? The little short little shit? Punched the fuck out of him. So I neglected to ask his name. I mean, you typically don't ask someone's name before you punch him. Hey, what's your name? Punch. They don't tell you, that means you can't hit them. It's part of the rules. I answered proudly, and I immediately winced. There was nothing to be proud of here. Now everyone was going to gossip about what dangerous bully I was, and no one was going to remember that I had actually saved a poor girl from harassment. Being a hero is tough. I'm like Batman. Look at the wrong idea. I was just defending. My eyes were scouring the classroom in search of Iwamura. I was defending. She wasn't there. I need you here to defend me, Iwamura. Don't fucking run away. Damn it. We're gonna have to like handcuff you to me. Was I really looking to her for proof of my heroic deeds, for a confirmation that I wasn't just a troublemaker? Anyways, defending a girl. Girl whom? Kyosuke squinted. I don't know who she is. Anyway, what's the matter? It was a natural reaction, you know. Anyone in my place. I looked up at Kyosuke. Any decent person would have done the same. Huh, yeah. Sure don't forget to introduce me to this mystery girl of yours. I swear she's real. She's not just like a schizophrenic imagination. I swear. She totally exists. I think I saw her earlier in class. He seemed to want to add something, but at the moment the school bell rang. He didn't need to know the girl was Iwamura. She had it pretty rough as it was. Then again, maybe part of the blame lay with her. Hey-o, autosave. This girl is back to looking at the fucking door, ready to leave in an instant. Teacher's not here either. Guess we just self-learn. And the time has not changed. Next lesson was contemporary Japanese. Look, I need you to be Iwamura, and I need you to back me up that I'm a fucking hero. I am gonna try to use that to get some women. I've been in Japan for 10 years now. I speak the language fluently, of course, but writing still gives me grief at times. Just don't do it. When the break arrived, I rushed out of the classroom to avoid a continued conversation about the morning's incident. Kyosuke could be pushy and persistent, but he didn't entirely lack tact, so I was probably being too cautious. English was next. Still the same time, this girl was still looking at that motherfucking door, ready to leave at a moment's notice. She's expecting an assassin to come in, maybe. It came much more easily to me. Does it? I feel like you would naturally have a better time with Russian. I spent the better part of the lesson gazing at the sports ground where a soccer match was taking place. Soon my thoughts took me far from school to the day where the cherry petals were falling. Fall was here, and that meant that the trees would soon be shedding their foliage again. The color palette might be different this time, but would my feelings remain the same? A couple more weeks, a month at most, and I would know. Feelings for who? Myself? I'm pretty great. Why are you sitting on the desk, just staring at the fucking chalkboard? The bell recalled me to reality, and my stomach started gurgling noisily. Didn't have breakfast today. Let's make cafeteria run. You're always ready to chow down. There's a whole body, there's a whole mind. Not necessarily. A whole lot of body, more like it. I was really hungry and didn't want to wait till lunch. Alright, let's go. The memory of Fumetsu's healthy, balanced breakfast was still fresh in my mind. I wanted to eat something unhealthy but delicious. Going back to the drugs, I'm telling you. This man knows. And he probably takes the American drugs like fried chicken, French fries, hamburgers, fried foods, red meat. Sadly, food poisoning was not on the menu. The cafeteria, like everything else at the school, was first rate. They bring it out with their own personal butlers. I could... Maybe they have Gordon Ramsay here. I can't think the food here was on par with what they served in the world's top restaurants, as I hadn't been to one. But on the whole, I had no complaints. Besides, the menu had plenty of European options. No borscht among them, of course. Fucking racist. Burn the school down. Went to the cafeteria. This looks a lot like the cafeteria from Everlasting Summer. Kind of, anyways. I guess just like the row of tables and chairs. Kind of remind me of that. Kusuke was battling on about some new magical girl anime. I wouldn't call myself a huge anime fan, but I watch them sometimes too. Though if I had to put my enthusiasm for them on scale, it was as far from Kyosuke as Tokyo is from Moscow. Suddenly, bam! Oh no. Something jabbed my side. Not too hard, but enough to be felt. On top of that, I was doused with a liquid. They're gonna light me on fire. Oh no! That's fine. I'm okay with that. You bitch! A girl holding a tray popped up from behind. Spilled her fucking lemonade on me? What the hell is this? Is this a cup of piss? Did you pee on me? The time is still the same, by the way, as it was this morning for class. What is with the school? Are we in some kind of temporal loop? You just kill everyone and you'll wake up at the exact same time tomorrow? Is this what's about to happen? The time is not fucking changing.